So in this video we'll be focusing on the game over function, and also when the snake is onto itself, the game must be over as well. Alright, so let's work on that, and we'll also add a score. So let's just work on this. We're gonna say function game over. It's going to be a function that, and in here we're gonna say clear interval of my interval that I set earlier, and we're also gonna say document dot remove event listener we're going to remove the event of key down from event handler. Alright, and we're also going to set an alert of game over. Alright, so let's just move into our index file, and we're going to say we're going to create a div with a class of score, and inside we're going to say score colon, and beneath this we're going to have the p tag with an id of p, and here we will have our score. So let's see what it looks like. Awesome. We also need to set some margin in here. We'll do that soon. Alright, so let's grab our p tag. We're going to say let p is equals to document dot get element by id. We're going to get the id of p, and what we're going to say, each time we eat the food we want to increase the score by 1, and we want to, let's just create a score variable. First of all, let's say let score is equals to, let's set it to 0 at first, and also let's update our score p tag in here. Let's say p dot inner text is going to be equal to the score. So each time we increment the score, we're going to see it in here also. Okay, so let's see it out. Awesome, it's increasing. Okay, and also we're gonna fix an error. You would notice that sometimes this food will not be eaten properly, so we're gonna say in here, let's say it in drawing snake, let's eat the food also each time the interval is being called, so that it's not buggy. So now let's just focus on what happens when the snake is onto itself. We want to call the game over function. So first of all, let's just do a few things. We want to create a variable called let's start it, so that we know the game has been started or not, and anytime we press a key we want to set it to true, that we know the game has been started. And in the interval we're gonna have a for loop that's gonna start from 0 and it goes to I less than q1 dot list dot len minus 1 I plus plus, and here we say if the q1 dot list at I is equals to the snake position, then we know that the snake is onto itself, because the q1.list contains all the previous positions, but the snake position is always the latest, so that we can know if it's onto itself. So we're going to call the game over function in here, game over. Alright, let's check it out. It's small actually, so let's make it camel case. It says read collection. Okay, maybe I did it twice or something. Let's remove this. Alright, so let's see if it's working or not. Yep, it's working. So if the snake is onto itself, it will set the game over to it will call the game over function. So essentially we will lose. Okay, so let's focus on styling this game a little bit more so that it looks a bit polished. So first of all, what we're gonna do is we're gonna let's set the container to black. We're gonna set the background to black in here. Let's set it to black. Okay, so it's completely dark, that's fine. And the score, let's make it the color of this to be white. Alright, and also we have to add a background of white to our grid so that we can perfectly be sure that nothing is obstructing the snake, so that it's a perfect round. Okay, so you can see it's working and it's perfectly rounded. Also, let's decrease this size of the cells a little bit so that there's some room. Let's make them, let's say 12 pixels. That's too short, too small, sorry. Make them 15, too still small, let's make them 17. Alright, let's just increase the padding on the score. Let's make it 30 pixels. And let's see. Okay, let's try playing it. And also we have to increase the speed of our set interval so that we are calling it every 500 milliseconds. Awesome. So now you would see that our snake is a bit faster, and if we hit the snake by itself, we're gonna see the game function. So now let's try playing the snake. So if we go a little bit bigger, first of all. Okay, so let's see. If we hit the snake by itself, you would see that we get the game over. Awesome. So if you followed along this far, you have learned so many things. So thank you for watching and see you in the next one.